Daniel has touched so many lives. I think he'd be blown away today to see how many actually he had touched. His life at 14 years was filled with a lot of adventures. It was filled with a lot of story. And you guys are a big part of that story. But then a week ago, we all know what happened. We all know that the story took a turn that none of us wanted to encounter. And we were praying, and we were begging, and we're trying with everything that was in us to avoid a word that none of us wanted to speak, and it was the word death. And yet death came into this. Death is a word that we don't like because we don't like that encounter. If we can avoid it, we want to avoid it. We enjoy life. We enjoy living. But I was looking at some statistics getting ready for today, and I ran across this. And it said that every hour, 5,417 people die. Every hour. Every hour, 5,417 people die. It's encountered all over the place. We're just not comfortable because, let's face it, none of us in here have ever done it. We've never gone through it. Woody Allen, I don't quote Woody Allen a lot, but Woody Allen had this to say about death. He said, it's not that I'm scared of death, I just don't want to be there when it happens. You know? There's something to that. There's that awkwardness about death. What's it going to be like? What's going to happen? And what's going to be happening to the people left behind? You know, Jesus himself knew that there was going to be some people who were troubled with death. He knew that people were going to have a tendency to avoid death.
After meeting you, Paula, I think it's obvious where it came from. He's fought so hard. It's got your spirit. But I think it became so long, and he was so damaged, and it was time. But afterwards, Paul and Mark drove home, and they had not left the hospital. Sat in their driveway for a couple hours. Of course, unable to go inside. Some neighbors came over and gathered with them in the driveway, and just at the right time, Paula was staring at the heavens, and a shooting star with one of the longest tails broadcast across the sky. And in an interesting way, it was as if God winked at Paula. And I myself have had times like this, and maybe you have too, when God says, I'm still with you. And it's that subtle wink when God says, I got this, and I've got you.